MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And this contest isn't quite the level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game. That's where this comes from.
Yeah.
In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer, playing at home, we know this can be the great equalizer that gives the steepest underdogs a fighting chance, and you can feel it in the building today.
I was going to say, you can already hear this home crowd rallying in support of that upset. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass, and just as easy with the down in just about any situation. It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
From the 31. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So on 4th down, on comes Sam Martin to handle the punt for the Bills. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
He locates Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
2nd and 3 now. Locked to throw it. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the 47. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 from the 41. Locked now. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He finds Slayton. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Locke looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Singletary. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Held to no gain on the run, and that brings up 4th and goal.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here in these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. This is a chip shot from the left hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Gano ready to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shakir sent in motion left. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
First tone of the game for James Cook. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle, okay? You really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, here's Allen. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pressure coming, it's Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. Has room into the secondary. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion left. From the red zone now. Escapes the puck, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Throwing is Locke. Short pass brought in. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. They'll go left side with Tracy. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Tracy once more. He's contained at the line for no gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go right back to Tracy. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
To throw, here's Locke. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Tracy dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Giants hold a slim 2-point lead early. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants push their lead to 3. Gano ready to send this away. Johnson with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you've got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Coleman. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Allen gonna throw again. He completes it in traffic. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he gets him around 6 there. Drew Phillips making the tackle. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Allen on 3rd and short. Connection made to Coleman. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Cut near the goal line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. About to begin the 2nd here. The Bills definitely thinking points. First down from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
14, Giants 10.
Bass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And he sure has proven to be a handful for him, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. A handoff to Tracy. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Here's Locke to the air. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. He's got a gain of 6 there. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
This is Tracy, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is an old school battle you simply love to see. An offense that close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed its way. It's a battle of wills. It's the offense that gets it done this time.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Locke to throw it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Finds his target, Robinson. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Coming left is Tracy. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now off play action. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. First down throw for Allen. Coleman with the grab. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On first down, Allen. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills grow the lead to 7. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills grow their lead to 8.
Giants 13.
Bass now to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Play action on first down. Gets this to Slayton. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Here's Locke. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Running this with Tracy. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Throw on 3rd down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. The Bills headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Now it's Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Now here comes the New York offense. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. Locke. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw, here's Locke. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Locke. shot for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They run, here's Tracy, and he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He picked up 6, has him close, 3rd and goal from the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Tracy. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Giants parlay the interception into points. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Gano for the PAT. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They send a man in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Finds Kincaid. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's Allen. Pass is cut at the 9. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead to 7. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. All right, so this solid 1st half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills grow their lead to 8.
Giants 20.
pass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants and Drew Lock ready to go again on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Lock looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good for a gain of 5. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. He finds Slayton. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here's Lock to the air. Throw left side, complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Ball at the 37. Here's Tracy. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants with a nice 3rd and inches. Lock to throw it. Neighbors with the catch. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. Working inside the red zone. Has his man, it's Tracy. Is in for the New York touchdown. The Giants earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown, I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Johnson with a return here. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Bills and Keon Coleman running out to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, Allen. He finds Kincaid. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down throw for Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. He's got the hook up to Cooper. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Now, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Again, Allen to the air. Caught near the goal line. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills grow their lead to 8.
Giants 27.
Pass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Locked down. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 37. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills leading. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
Now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. They go play action on first. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action here. Gets this to Slayton. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good for a Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's Tracy on the carry. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Connects with Slayton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Lock. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 3 on that gain. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing his Lock. To the sideline it goes. He's got it beyond the marker. Looks like he stayed in as well. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Tracy runs in for the New York touchdown. The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
And now the Giants keeping the offense on the field. We've got a 2-point attempt coming up.
They'll line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another one for Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Allen on 3rd down. Throw left is intercepted. Juke the defender. And the Giants get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. They'll start this series with an option. The ball's out, he lost it. And it's a turnover, the defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. Been a really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Allen setting up to throw. Finds Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air again, Allen. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. They've got a man in motion. To throw again, it's Allen. Complete to Coleman. Oh, he lost the football. And it's picked out by the Giants.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Allen gonna throw again. He finds Kincaid. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills grow their lead off the turnover. Josh Allen, the touchdown. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills push the lead to 2 scores now.
Giants 33.
Bass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. A 19-yard pickup, and that's gonna move the chains. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Short side option here. He's running left. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Clock looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more, or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
The Giants are set to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. From the 34. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bills.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They're running the option, short side. And they had that one contained right at the line. Now it's Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well. This is Cook on the handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He's keeping it. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Five men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of 3rd down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
So often, one of the things you have to teach running backs at the NFL level, you don't always have to hit a home run. Especially in short yardage situations, just go get that single and move the chains.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Slot man in motion right. First throw for the backup now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10 now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And now they have a first and goal.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's knocked loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on second and goal. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants. That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang it.
And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills push their lead to 15. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
And now the Bills' offense staying out. They're going to go for 2. He's throwing for it. It's caught. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2. Whenever you're throwing for 2, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
Bass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The home teams, and Darius Slayton with the football once again. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A handoff to Tracy. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
Here's Tracy once more. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They go right back to Tracy. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
I don't fault to look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Still inches to go on third down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down. So we're through 3 here. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Coming left is Tracy. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. A give to Tracy up the middle. Has the New York touchdown. The Giants can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Now a point after to bring it back within 1 score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The visitors and receiver Amari Cooper making their way back out. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, Allen gets this to Kincaid. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down read option. He keeps it running right. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete, it's Cooper. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. They'll run it with Cook. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. They send him left out of the slot. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 43. Pass cut by Tracy. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Has a lane inside the 35. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Got a man, Robinson has it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. to throw. Here's Locke. The throw is caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Here's Locke. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Well, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss, but give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now second and goal situation.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. Another try following the sack. Brought in right side. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This one of the biggest moments of the game for Graham Gano. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Slot receiver headed left. First down throw for Allen. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Second down, Allen throwing again. Coleman with the grab. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Allen on 3rd and 2. He finds Kincaid. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. With a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10. Here's Allen. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants have some new life in the 4th.
This is a time of the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field. It starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running this with Tracy. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Locked now. Quick slant, caught by Neighbors. And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Locke looking to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it sets up second down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Here's Tracy. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here he is on third and long. He has the New York touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Giants as they line up for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call, and you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Gano ready to send this away. Johnson with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Allen setting up play action. He's trying to push the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Allen on third down. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about...
Brian Dable has that challenge flag pulled. He wants to take another look at this.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And they're gonna haul him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 38. Complete to Coleman. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He's back to throw. Gets this to Kincaid. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Allen on the play action. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Bills down by only 1. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Cook. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only 1 yard there. Back-to-back stops, and decision time now on 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Big moment for Tyler Bass here. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Pass now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Setting up to pass. Connects on the crosser. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. They run, here's Tracy. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is Tracy. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Robinson in motion right. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
This one of the biggest moments of the game for Graham Gano. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. And that one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Gano ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
No one can argue that he hasn't earned his place leading an offense out to begin the game. And I'm not talking about just NFL experience and accomplishments. I'm talking about the years of sweat, sacrifice, practices, games, and superstar showings at all levels before this one that brought him right here to this league, to this stage, to this opportunity.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 37. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. First time this game they've looked to him. So now they have 3rd and short.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
It's Tracy on the carry. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They go play action on 1st. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He puts some juice on a deep throw down. They connect on the deep shot. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Ty Johnson now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass, and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Cox, there's that rookie out of Florida State. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They send a man in motion. On 1st down, Allen. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And he'll get it up to the 44. Second and 3 now. Play action now with Allen. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Now a give to Cook, running left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Connects with Cook. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish off their opening drive. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills start off well to tie things 7-7. Bass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. To throw, here's Locke. A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Locke. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 6 and a first down as well. Receiver in motion, headed right. Locked down. Gets this to Slayton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Locke. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it off.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Allen setting up play action. That one way too far up there. They can't connect.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Allen to throw. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Sam Martin on now to punt it away on 4th. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Connects with Slayton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Here's Locke to the air. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Motioning the tight end now. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
They put a receiver in motion right. Going right side, Robinson with it. On the move into the red zone. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
They'll go left side with Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Locke to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Tracy takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back at the 5.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Throwing his Locke. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Giants break the tie here in the 1st. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Bills 7.
Gano ready to send this away. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bills set to take over offensively. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Allen now on first down. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Options are open here. It's second and inches. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play, right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills tie things up at 14. Pass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Locke looking to throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
From the gun, it's Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the gun on third down. He lofts it deep left. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. A give to Tracy up the middle. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants break the tie here in the first. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. Johnson with a return here. This return makes it up to the 25. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. On first down, Allen. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Outright, Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down. Shakir in motion right. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Allen on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw, here's Locke. This is complete to Neighbors. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Second and 6 now. Catch is made. It's Dalen Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Design bootleg here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's a give up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's Tracy once more. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. A give right side to Tracy. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go right back to Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Here's Locke to the air. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Putting a receiver in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Sam Martin on the punt. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And the fair catch made here at the 15. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Giants are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
They motion the tight end over. From the 18 on second down. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
One of the biggest keys when you get a tight end running a corner route is he's got to set his angle, Kate. Wide receivers are so nifty, so smooth. Speed's really the priority. For tight ends, it's really setting that angle, so creating that leverage so that QB knows exactly where he's going. That's a job well done right there.
This finds Bellinger. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing his lock. Neighbors with a catch. And he's taken down at the 30. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 21. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
At the 11-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Locke. This one's caught. Touchdown, New York! So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead. Gano ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Shakir in motion right. First down throw for Allen. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bills first down.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First and 10. Here's Allen. Complete. It's Cooper. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Allen now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Second and 3 now. They'll run it with Cook. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Cook calls it in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Second and 3. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills cut the lead down to 10.
31. Bills 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Lock. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Locke looking to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lock to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Locked down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. To throw. Here's Locke. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Locke to the air. The Giants using their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's good for the New York Giants. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They are throwing it again. Pass cut by Tracy. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. From the 19. He's got him. That's Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Locke. He has the 1st over the middle. And this is down all the way to the 3. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
He did such a good job of not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this is cut. Touchdown, New York! The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead. Gano ready to send this away. he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That's going to bring us to the end of this first half of football with the Giants holding things down in East Rutherford. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The G-Man got a strong first half from the veteran quarterback, Drew Lock. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
You know, ready to send this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. This is ahead for about 5. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Complete to Shakir. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Short side option here, he's running left. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, Allen. Complete to Coleman. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Second and 6 coming up here. They've got a man in motion. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll send him over right. Allen on 3rd down. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This a 54-yarder. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And this stays a 3-possession game.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, that love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole, still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers, right? They're always thinking of the next one. But unfortunately, with that miss, well, this scorecard's going to end up ugly.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Short pass brought in. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
Throw left side, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Third down, 1 yard to go. Trying to get it with the option here. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Giants will have a first down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit, if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now looking to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
On fourth down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Gano ready to send this away. Johnson now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense running back out now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tyler Newbin with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You've got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blitz coming here. Allen finds Kincaid. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Davis gets it from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Bass now to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Giants and Drew Lock ready to go again on offense. And it just feels like he's been fighting uphill since this one kicked off today, doesn't it? The mistakes just canceling out a lot of what he's been able to do offensively on the positive end of things. This defense, man, they have seized on the mistakes and made life difficult. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Still going inside the 35. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants making a 24-point ball game. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Space on the right, he's got room. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Allen looking to throw this, and he won't make it in. The defense comes up with a stop and keeps this at a 3-score game. Trying to chip away at that.